Hello, welcome back to episode 2 of season 2 of RimWorld. Let's go ahead and get started. Where last we left off, we had Dreamweaver who was getting over the flu. We got our 3 colonists. They're split up in the beds, but where we left off was realizing that Rustlin and Cassie are actually a couple, so we can uh, build a larger bed and consolidate some things, so get them in one room. We've got a prisoner jackalope who we healed them, but without medicine. And speaking of, you're attempting to recruit. So Shu, you are doing some wardening. Um, yeah, so if there's any growing or plant cutting to do, you'll do that. I'm going to set Warden to 1 because it shouldn't take that long to do, so it won't really interrupt the growing, because they won't be stuck wardening for long periods of time. And we want to make sure that we are working on this prisoner to try to get them in line. Okay, so I'm seeing some boomalopes over here, which could end up going poorly for me if they go wild and go manhunter on me. So the solar flare ended, luckily just in time, so our hare meat did not spoil. However, we've got very slow wind, so we're not really pumping out a lot of power into these coolers. We need to research batteries, and we will do that in this room once this gets built. What article of clothing we have over here? Some overalls. Does it do anything special for us? Animal gather speed, carrying capacity, plant harvest, and plant work. So I think that's part of the mods we were doing, or we were using. And who is our planter? Shu, you're the planter, right? So what gear do you have? An apron. Smithing speed, smelting speed, a builder's jacket. You're not really a builder. Can I force you? I know forswearing is bad, but can I force you to wear the overalls because you are our plant person? And let's see what you change into, or what you leave behind. Actually, what do you change out from? Okay, you dropped the apron. The apron was good for smithing and smelting. We don't really have anybody working on that, so. I do want to go ahead and get that research bench set up here, so production? Yeah, simple research bench. Let's set it on this side. Probably also gonna want torch in here. Let's say here. And they're also going to want a chair to sit at. Columns is idle, Shu is idle, okay. Is there anything I can have her do? Hunt, mine. I mean, not really, she's awful at mining. Maybe it would be better than her doing nothing, but if we set any mining zones, I think Rustlin will stop everything he's doing to go mine, so... Have you stopped being sit yet? Nope. I'm gonna assume, having not played much with sickness recently, that 27 is gonna decrease to 0, and then when it's there, yep, it dropped down to 26. So once it gets 0, they will be healed. Where are you going, Rustlin? Hauling some steel back. Okay. You look like you were on a mission, Dreamweaver, but you're just wandering. Okay. So we have a research bench now, and we should go for batteries, because we definitely need a battery for our freezer. We got some visitors coming in. Just a couple. Didn't realize we had more meals out here that need to be picked up. We have a lot of stuff out here that needs to be hauled. Stuff that I didn't know even was out here. Ooh, what happened here? Did the muffaloes kill this cougar? Was the cougar hunting them? And this timber wolf? If we can drag those back to our freezer, that would be a good help. Shoot, you're our only person that's really good at speaking, huh? So, go see if they've got anything to trade. Your negotiator cannot hear properly because of poor health. This will affect trade prices. That's interesting. I've never seen that happen before. So... some meals. Do we really only have one meal? Jeez, we only have one meal. What happened there? I guess it's all scattered around the map. We just haven't picked them up yet. Components, medicines, go juice. Yeah, I don't think we want to get into the drugs. Not really seeing anything that they have that we want. We could possibly pick up some more meals, but we've got all that hare meat. We just need to cook it. So, nothing for now. And I really shouldn't set any more construction tasks because they have so many things to haul, but I'm going to. I'm going to set a butcher's table, and I am going to set a fuel stove? No. Electric stove. I know we don't have any batteries. Gargopods. Check out that in a minute. We really need the batteries to come in before we can rely on electricity for our stove there, but I guess we could put an electric butchering table. Oh, we can't because we don't have someone that's that good at constructing. It's also I didn't even realize it was a thing because it's a mod item. But we do need maybe just some cheap stools. And what was in the cargo pods? And where did they land? Like right on top of these boomalopes? Oh god, what if it exploded the boomalopes? Some uranium. Okay, I guess we'll take it. We can craft it into something, I guess. You know what, I'm gonna tell you, I'm just gonna force you to grab some of these meals. Where was a good stockpile of them? I know there's ones over here, but they're only one each. Yeah, these are two, so not much different. Yeah, haul the stuff, please. We need those meals. And while you're at it, can I set a queue? All the meal. All the meal. You might grab them all at one time anyways, but in case you don't. Because when our people wake up tomorrow and find they have no food, they might resort to eating some raw hare meat, and that would not be very nice. I know it's dark and it's late and you're probably tired, but it's gotta be done. Okay, you did go grab a bunch, that's good. But that gives us tomorrow's breakfast, and then what? Are we really out of food at that point? I mean, yes, we have these up here, but that's not money. Yeah, we were running much lower on food than I expected. But if we can get that stove up and running and the butcher table. Okay, great. So butcher creatures forever. And Dreamweaver's eating some raw hare meat. If that's alright. And this. So we have low power, I'm sure. Is it not even connected? I think it said that it was close enough to be connected. But let's go ahead and make some simple meals. Make 16 simple meals, sure. That's going to put us really in a bind though, because someone's going to be dedicated to cooking all the time now. Hey, it's Shu's birthday, and congratulations on your birthday. You get bad back to go with your cochlear implant. So is the fact... Are you actually connected now? Yes, you are connected. We just are not providing enough power. Yeah, I understand. Shoot, what's the deal? Research batteries faster. Can they not? I guess they can't. They couldn't cook it all while there's no power, huh? Not like... I was hoping that it would just be, oh, it's slow, but it can still cook a little bit, but I guess that doesn't make much sense for cooking. So what say we... Could we turn one of these off? Would that help? Okay, you're going to do that. That's great. Does that give us enough power to power the stove? Seems that it does not. You're outputting 1,000. You're using 200. You only need 350. It says you're connected. Do I need to come one closer? Am I just not understanding how power works? Because it seems like it should be working. What's everybody doing? You've just went into the prisoner's room and you're gonna eat in front of him. That's cool. And everyone else is hauling. But we really need to cook some meals, guys. So, new plan. Rather than just sitting around, why don't we just make more power? Can we throw another wind turbine right here? Like, what blocks it? I did not mean to cancel out of that. So here's good. The only thing that's covering over is our plants, and that's something that can happen. Not going to be restricted by that. Not really sure what's going on. Is it because the power is stopped by this turning off? Like it flows through here, tries to flow through here, and it stopped? Or am I just going, like, coming up with wild theories? Well, we can figure that out by doing that. In the meantime, what we could do to get some power, or get some food, is we could harvest. That won't help Dreamweaver, but Dreamweaver has... I didn't really want to harvest our potatoes, but I did anyways. Let's just harvest all the heel root or berries in the area. And we don't have to cook those. Cancel these. There's no reason to cut those. We've come to the end of another day with not a lot accomplished. So, good news is that Jackalope made it through without any infections. That's what I was kind of worried about because we didn't give them any medicine. I'm going to allow medicine, like actual medicine and not herbal medicine, and same for our cat. But you should be sleeping. Oh, you've decided to run all the way out here to eat. Okay. Well, can you bring back one of the meals when you're done? Yay, thank you. I was going to force you to do it, but... Jackalope is healed and moving around. Great. How you feeling, Jackalope? You just have a awful prison, ratty apparel, and unsightly environment. That's okay. Hair meat has rotted away. I thought we were done with that. Spoils in 1.9, spoils in 3. Oh, because that's kind of odd. Why these? I guess these are much fresher. So how hot is it in here? Let's turn that room display off. Yeah, I don't need that right now. It's 56 inside. Ooh, we're just not providing any power, huh? Yeah, our wind turbine is not working very well. Yay, so I guess that's what it was. The stove can work now. It just was stopped by the this cooler being turned off. Now we know. Unfortunately, we had to lose a lot of hair meat first. And now we've got another wind turbine, which is blocked by an oak tree. Drop it. Drop it. But they're really zooming now, so we should have plenty of power. Speaking of plenty of power, why did our hair meat rot away again? Well, now that we have plenty of power, I'm going to reconnect this, toggle this back on. I'll say, what are you doing, Shu? You're not researching batteries. We need those batteries. But we told you to go cut things, so that's what you're doing. I'm going to set the order for the double bed and put it in here. And we have a heat wave. Of course we have a heat wave. Because we didn't already have troubles keeping our freezer cold. And now we have to think about the idea of putting coolers like another cooler in our regular area just to so we're not sleeping in the heat. So I guess we'll do that then. Unfortunately, I would need to put a vent into the prison cell, but I don't want to do that because I'll deconstruct this wall and then I'm afraid the prisoner will just wander out. Okay, so 70 degrees, that seems perfectly fine. And we'll install some vents into the rooms. So we can finally start to recruit Jackalope. We've reduced her her resistance. So I do want to make a new area for animals because I'm kind of afraid that our cat is going to go wander off too far and get attacked. So this is the new animal zone, I guess. And Dreamweaver, you're restricted to the animal zone. I don't know how we can really tell a cat not to go very far, but I suppose we just have to trust that video game logic works. So if you could just please go ahead and recruit Jackalope, that'd be great. Make her join us. Yay! New recruit. We need a colonist bed. Well, we're working on it. In the meantime, this is not for prisoners anymore. Jackalope, what are you good at? So you're good friends with Shu and you dislike Cassie. Sure, whatever. Not you can't. So you can't shoot, you can't melee. You're capable of violence. Can't construct, can't mine. Can cook. You can work with plants and animals and social and all that mess. So now for the fun task of reassigning things. I think we are probably going to mirror a lot of some other people's stuff. So yeah, Warden when you have the opportunity, grow and plant, cut like Shu when you can. Handling, cooking if there's anything else to do. Then you can research, and if you can't research, then do handling. You know what? Haul and clean before you do that. Before you research even. Oh, and we need to give you a shift. So what's everybody working on? You're researching, you're hauling, and you're hauling. Okay, great. New plans. What do we need for now? Well, we probably... Let's take a look at the production. We have tattered apparel. So we're going to need a tailoring bench. Harvest these, because I think we're probably going to put in the other build. Well, we can't because I've put the cooler here. We're gonna have to work around that a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to need some more rooms, and I'm going to also need to dig into the mine. So let's set that here. And then let's think about how we want to work around this problem that I've given myself. I could move the cooler, but I don't wanna. But now that I'm thinking about it, that does give me insight into the fact that I can... People are gonna get mad if I do that. If I make it asymmetrical, so there you go. Vent across from the vent, not sideways. So what if we have this as a hall? Well, not really a hallway. We can't, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna have to move this cooler, unfortunately. I think I'm going to move it here. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't like that. That's a waste of resources. But that opens this area up more. So I want to make a little offshoot room here. And we're going to have to move our horseshoe pin. Peace Talks quest. That's interesting. We'll check that out in a second. Door here. Like I am going to accidentally put a short wall at some point. It's going to happen. And so we'll have a room here, a room here. We'll put some production area. We'll put a tailor in there. Bud, Lord of the Nina Dynasty, has sent us a message. He wants to talk with us in a nearby location. It could be a great opportunity to improve relations with their faction and receive gifts, but beware, a poor negotiator can cause more harm than good. It may even anger them. This offer will expire after 18 days. So we are here, right? That's us. And that's them. Huh. That's something to think about. What would we do? And we would have to leave a couple people behind, right? Because I wouldn't want to send everybody. We could send Jackalope and Shoe together. And then Cassie and Rustlin are... But what if we send them and there's... And they attack us? Could that happen? Peace Talks. A site designated for peace talks. And what if we send two peaceful people and nothing happens? Or... Actually, what I wanted to say was something hostile happens. That's really interesting. How does one go about doing that? I don't know. I won't deal with it right now. We still had 18 days, right? going into poor Jackalope's room because she's the only one with a table to eat at. Were we not going to build this bed? Oh, we don't have enough wood? Whoops. Okay. Need warm clothes. I don't like that message. But we are working on it. We're setting up some areas to work on that. Just lost power to our freezer. So now it's above freezing. But meals have a good few days. Instantly getting up and working on that plant cutting task. And I forgot we need to run a power conduit. I guess just like no one's going to deconstruct. And no one's going to move this because you guys have so many other construction tasks to work on. Is that what's going on? Prioritize new construction over moving things or deconstructing them. Even more steel to mine out. Shu has gotten food poisoning. I thought we had a decent cook. Yeah, we've got decent cooks. Alright. Learn battery. What's next? There's a bunch of stuff that... whole thing for furniture? Basic electronics, building televisions, radios, arcades, artisan furniture, modern furniture. This must be either I completely overlooked this stuff last season, or this is new in the mod. Can make gunpowder. So you have to learn to make gunpowder before you can make medicine. That's an odd one. What do I want? Work attire, sterile attire, recurve bow, casual wear. Craft casual wear with handy features for any life situation. Or formal wear, suits and formal wear. Leather tanning, thicker and durable armors. Well, we did get the message that we are going to need warm clothes. I wonder if that's part of casual wear. Well, we'll research it. And now that we know how to build a battery, we can put one in this little room here and run a power conduit out to it. Jackalope has a major break risk. What's wrong, Jackalope? Oh, you have heat stroke. Yeah, I can imagine that would make you feel bad. Does anyone want to do the things that I asked them? Like, remove this cooler? And Cassie, quit it. Cassie? So I can't prioritize you moving the horseshoe pin? It's an interesting problem to have. Oh, is it because Shu was actively going to play on it? Low food. Colonist needs rescue. Oh my god, what happened? Food poisoning. Jeez Louise. Can anyone help this poor man? Or poor woman, excuse me? Who's our doctor? Can you not, you can't, again. There's nothing we can do medically for food poisoning, huh? Well, we definitely need... Oh, Randy Random. Randy Random. Oh, Cassie has malaria. Rustlin has malaria. Heat stroke and malaria. You know what? You guys can self-tend. Can you tend to yourself, Rustlin? And then tend to Cassie. And then we desperately need more food. No. Tend to Cassie, please. So what is malaria? Blood filtration -10, consciousness -5. Okay, maybe that's not too bad. Maybe. We do need to hunt something. We're running kind of low on food. The alpacas do not attack back, so hunt them, I guess. Could tame them though, right? Because they are, well, they're intermediate trainability. They are a pack animal, but similar with Muffalo's pack animal, but simple trainability. So we could train the alpacas, but I don't think we're really set up for that right now. Shu has gotten... Did you get food poisoning immediately? You got up and immediately got food poisoning again. Lovely. Lovely. Appreciate that. But the heat wave is over, so maybe... And our cat has the plague. What is going on in this colony? Dreamweaver, go lay down so we can treat your plague. No, I don't care about feeding Cassie. Fix our cat with the plague, please. At least we did a 90% tend on that. And it looks like our immunity is growing faster than the plague is ticking up. Maybe. Barely. I don't like those numbers. 4.2, 4.3. I guess it's looking a little better right now. Rustlin, how's your malaria? Because I'm really going to need to force you. Yeah, I'm going to need to force you to hunt something. You are our hunter, right? No, Cassie's our hunter. Excuse me. Cassie. Get up and hunt because we're running out of food. And Dreamweaver needs meat, and we have no meat. Rustlin needs treatment. You need treatment for your malaria, but I guess you tend in 3 hours. Tending a little early, but that's okay. You didn't need to tend in the dark of our freezer, though. It may not be the best spot to do that. How's the hunting going? How's your health going? Yeah, immunity is outpacing the malaria, so that's good. And you need treatment, but you need to hunt first. There you go. How's that health doing, Dreamweaver? You're in severe pain because you have the plague, but your immunity is outpacing it, so that's good. Low food, need warm clothes, cleanse treatment, need batteries. Good thing we didn't send those people off on an expedition. Psychic drone causes all our females to wince in pain. That's lovely. So what's the deal with us not building things? Do we not have the steel for it? No, we've got steel and components. We just are busy with other stuff. Okay, I gotcha. Like, you don't need to try to tame or train the cat while the cat's got the plague. You could have left that for just a minute. Jackalope, can we talk? Can we talk about how you're cleaning the rubble? You cannot construct. Okay, we don't need to talk anymore. I'm sorry. But you do have a major break risk. And now a colonist needs a rescue. Oh dear Shoe. Why? Why do you keep getting food poisoning? Please. Again, don't feed Cassie, rescue Shoe. Colonist needs treatment. We're just gonna like run out of medicine because of this, aren't we? You proposed to her while you were tending her malaria. I guess, like, were you afraid? Like, darling, you might not make it from your minor malaria and your artery blockage, and also I too have malaria, so we need to get married before we die? Is that what's going on here? Because that doesn't seem like the most romantic situation. How's the plague going? Oh, you're doing great. Just great. Everyone in our colony is down, except for Jackalope, just going around and cleaning stuff. We're really getting so much done. Well, Jackalope, thank you for doing something important, like harvesting those potatoes. Not that cleaning up the vomit outside wasn't important or anything. Like, why is no one dismantling and constructing? Because we're all knocked unconscious recently? Is that what it is? You vomited right on our potatoes. You vomited on our potatoes. Thank you. And we have a fire. And we have another fire. And colonist needs treatment. Can you just please get over this malaria? Because we're really running out of medicine here. And there's another fire. Like, this is... Okay, maybe we slow it down. Slow it down, maybe. Things are happening far too quickly. Sure, you're just out here in the thunderstorm. This raging thunderstorm. Just resting and playing horseshoes. Okay, I swear this in-game day is the last day of this episode. Just to see if something other than everyone getting sick at once happens this episode. Where you going, Dreamweaver? You're like, oh, you're hunting that rabbit. Well, it's sleeping, so probably can have an easy time at it. Let's zoom in for maximum effect. The squirrel woke up and like, oh crap, what's happening? And now you are eating said rabbit. Well, at least you can find your own food. Because we had nothing. We had no food. We just have potatoes. And our cat cannot eat potatoes. And we have a scary grizzly bear. And this lynx that's in immediate blood loss and chance of dying. That's great. So just hunt all the things that won't hurt us. Has no chance of retaliating, except for the lynx. But might pass out or might die before we even get to it. Can someone work on... Jackalope, are you building things, finally? No, I want you to build the wall. Cassie, I'm sorry, but you need to wake up and you need to hunt something. Hunt this lynx. Like we could rescue it. No, lynx, wild lynx, we have to save you. Okay, quick poll. Who thinks the lynx will wake up and in its dying moments it will attack us and injure Cassie? It could happen. I guess it can't because it's unconscious. You literally just have to go up to it and kill it. Okay, so 0% chance of that happening. Psychic drone is ending. Okay, good. Have some meat now. Did we never put roofs in this place? Noticing some... What's the roof situation look like? Unroofed. Okay, so we just never have gotten around to constructing the roof. Awesome. You will be immune to malaria soon. Rustlin should be immune even sooner, right? Nope. Thought he would do better because he hasn't been wandering around hunting things, but he has been up tending to people, so I guess he hasn't been resting that much. And Rustlin needs treatment, so there he goes, treats himself, goes back to bed. Cassie needs treatment, so Rustlin gets up and treats Cassie. Shu is trying to train the cat in something. Tameness. What is tameness? Cat, come back. Cat, let me click on you. Ability to consider itself a member of your colony. Okay. Maybe that's whether they actually stay within the borders. Or maybe they don't attack you randomly? They're tame? I don't know. Cassie, you're up and about? Are you immune to malaria? Alright, way to go. Rustlin, you're almost there. Just going for a walk amongst the sleeping buffaloes. That's cool. A group of chickens have wandered into the area. They are joining the colony. Lord, don't tell me it's a whole bunch of chickens. Like, 2 or 3 chickens, fine. 10 chickens, too many chickens. That's a lot of chickens. Holy crap, that's a lot of chickens. That's so many chickens. 10 chickens. When I said 10 chickens is too many chickens, I didn't mean, Randy Random, please give us exactly 10 chickens. That's not what I meant. But anyways, suppose you guys can live in our animal zone now. That's a thing. Maybe we'll get some eggs out of it. Maybe that'll be a bonus. Maybe our cat won't eat you all. You're still going for a walk? Okay. Wrestling, you're resting. Whenever the chickens show up and Cassie goes back to bed, guess we'll end the episode. Hello, chickens. Thanks for joining us. Yep, okay, so what happened this episode? Not a lot. A lot of people got sick. We didn't construct very much because we were constantly having to tend to people. We are low food, again. Flashbacks of last colony. Low food, need warm clothes. Got a ton of animals now that could be food if we wanted to go that way. Maybe we don't, maybe we do. But we're growing food. We got huge growing zones. Got some cotton growing, so we can take care of that need warm clothes. Like, we desperately are going to need some defenses, though. Like, we really need to start working on our co-box. But we can't do that because everyone's sick. But maybe we'll get lucky next episode and Randy Random will be nice to us. Maybe. Probably not. Alright, thanks for joining me. Hope to see you again next time.